At the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, and wanting nothing.
Amen. In verse 5?
And if any lack wisdom, let him ask God that giveth all men liberty, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed.
Amen. Thank you. So we see here James saying, starting with this, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Now let me ask you a question to the public, and then I'm going to ask you a question, Ronnie. Who has ever had joy over temptation? I have not found joy over being tempted, let me tell you the truth. I find it very difficult. I mean, I don't say, yay, I'm tempted over this. Yay, I'm tempted, oh. No. Could I rejoice after if I overcame something? Yes. But when the temptation comes, there's no joy for me as so far as my Christian experience. What about you, Ron?
Well, more likely when you look at the thing of temptation, the temptation is God's way of, like I say, you're ironing a piece of clothes, the way to iron out your character and everything. So if you fall to temptation, if you have no joy into the temptation, it means you're more likely falling to the temptation. And so that would be the case.
But have you ever experienced that joy, that you're tempted?
There's times, yes, and everything. Every time where you do experience the joy, you know you're tempted on joy, and then you know you didn't fall into that temptation.
But that's the aftermath. I'm talking about at the moment you're tempted.
Well, no, I recognize that what the temptation was. So I understood this verse that it will come and everything. So yeah, I would say, because when a temptation came, I recognized this verse that it says where you're supposed to be joined in temptation. So it was there for a reason.
Right.
And many forget this verse.
Mm-hmm.
When the temptation comes, they forget the verse.
Right.
And they think the temptation might come from Satan in a way, but God allows the temptation to come.
Yeah. We need to get rid of those wrinkles and let God present the glorious church. And then we know that the trying of the patience, what does it happen? The results are, if you're being tried, there is works your patience. And patience has to have its perfect work, that we may be perfect and entire.